Hi, I'm Ryan King, also known as Making Money Simple. I'm 27 years old, a chartered accountant, have built my own investment portfolio to 6 figures, and I'm now the author of my first book, Stop Waiting, Start Investing. In this video, I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know if you're just starting out and delving into a few of the key concepts from the book, Stop Waiting, Start Investing. Inflation really is a silent wealth killer because any money you have in a bank is being eroded due to inflation every year, meaning it can buy less and less each year. However, with investing, you're giving your money a chance to actually grow and compound over the long term, and that should hopefully beat the inflation rate over the long term and grow your wealth. What evidence is there that by investing that will bring better returns? Well, simply Google S&P 500, which is the largest 500 US companies, and you'll see over the last 5 years, 10 years and 100 plus years, the stock market continues to grow and compound over time. That will almost certainly, over the long term, beat any money that you have sitting in a bank earning an interest rate. Your money is of course at risk when you're investing, and you'll see disclaimers on investing platforms that say your capital is at risk. But the S&P 500, like we already discussed, has never had a 20-year losing period. Not to mention, if you look at risk a different way, by leaving money in the bank account, you're guaranteeing it will lose out due to inflation. Whereas by putting your money to work and investing it in the stock market, like I discussed in the book, you're giving your money a chance to grow and compound over the long term. And if you believe the world, the US, the global economy is going to continue to become more productive and innovative, make more products and better products, then it's a no-brainer to invest, to participate in that growth and build your wealth over the long term. If you're not comfortable with risk, you can definitely adjust how you invest, and that's one of the beauties of investing. We've already talked about the stock market, but if you wanted to reduce your risk level because you're more risk averse, you can incorporate some bonds into your investments, and I discuss bonds a little bit more in the book. There are some funds which are made up of both stocks and bonds, and you can invest into those and build your wealth over the long term, even being a little bit more risk averse. When is the best time to start investing? Well, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today, and that is the exact same with investing. If you're not already investing, you probably wish you started before, but that doesn't matter now. The best time to start, if you haven't already, is today, and you can finally start growing your wealth over the long term by investing consistently every single month. How much should you invest of your own money per month? The simplest answer is invest whatever you can afford to every single month. However, I know that people do like specific targets to aim towards, so I would say simply start with either £100 per month. That's personally what I started with 7 years ago, or start with 10% of your salary. You can hit that and hopefully over time start investing more and more every single month as you dip your toes in and become more confident. You definitely want to make sure whatever investing platform, bank or broker you're using is trustworthy and reputable. A few ways you can do that. Number one, make sure it's regulated. Number two, make sure there's FSCS protection. And also number three, search online, ask friends, ask family, and make sure they've had a good experience with the provider, bank or platform that they're using. Ultimately, it's your money and you want to make sure it's safe, so make sure you're using a reputable platform to invest. When will you start to see profit? I would love to say straight away or tomorrow. However, unfortunately, the stock market really is unpredictable and volatile in the short term. However, over the long term, you have a massive chance of making money or making profit because the stock market continues to go up slowly over the long term. Whilst there are booms and busts and big crashes along the way, I've experienced a couple myself through only 6 or 7 years of investing. By investing regularly and holding for the long term, you will almost certainly see profit, which essentially means growing your wealth and hopefully one day retiring earlier than you otherwise could have. It's also worth saying as a reminder, by saving, your money is losing out due to inflation, and by spending your money, it's gone. So investing really is the best chance and the best way to grow your wealth and make that profit that you're looking for over the long term. I personally been investing religiously now every single month for the last 7 years. I started with £100 per month originally and then slowly built up my investments over time. Hopefully that's a more realistic look at investing over the short to medium term, and I myself have already made thousands of pounds in profit or capital gains. So by simply starting investing, increasing your contributions over time and holding, you too can start seeing those capital gains over the long term. How long should you invest your money for? That's really going to depend on your goals and what you want to do. For me personally though, if I explain how long I'm going to be investing my money for, it's going to be forever. I want to continue to grow and compound my wealth over time. Hopefully one day I can then live off of those investments and they can fund my lifestyle, and then when I'm no longer here, that money can then be passed down to future generations and they can hopefully then also live off of that money. Thank you for watching. I hope it's been helpful, and make sure you go out and order your own copy of Stop Waiting, Start Investing, where I discuss all of these things we talked about in this video and a lot more, including the practical 3 steps to actually start investing. And as the subtitle says, build wealth with 10 minutes of work. It really is that simple.